Rolling. Camera 3. Rolling. All right. You are a superstar. So, let me adjust this a little bit.
So whatever we say in this time,
We'll ask you
just
some
edit.
questions.
Okay. Hopefully I know how to answer them. No.
You'll do great.
I feel bad I made Debbie go in there. I mean, I didn't make her, but she wanted to. No.
Superstar.
That's actually, it's good B-roll just to see like laughing into a camera because that could be like a quick shot. So feel free to
All right,
do
be
all that
goofy.
kind of- Yeah.
That's my personality too.
Perfect. I love that. All right. I'm set up. All right, so you can kind of just look over here if you want, just as a home base, so if you want to. But we're getting all of these good angles, so you're good either way. All right, so tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Margie Fuglin, and I'm a realtor at Huntington Harbor Real Estate. And we have an office right here on PCH in Sunset Beach on the Huntington Harbor side. And I sell real estate.
And how long have you worked at this office?
I've been here 2.5 years at this office. It's a new boutique office for realtors.
And how long have you been in real estate total?
I will be in real estate a total of 5 years next January.
And what made you get into this industry?
I got into real estate because I actually bought my first home at 24 years old. It was a long goal for me from the time I was a teenager. I wanted stability and I wanted a home that I could call my home for long term. And so when I was 24, I bought my first home.
And what is your favorite part about working in this industry?
I would say that my favorite part of working in this industry is obviously getting to view homes is super fun. I think helping people know that putting your money into your future and in property is a better investment than anything you can do, whether it's buying a car or a boat or anything else. At least it comes back to you in the end.
What's exciting about working in this industry right now?
I think the most exciting thing about working in this industry right now is that we get to work with the people hand in hand, and a lot of like the rates are dropping and the prices are staying where they are right now and always coming up every year about 3%. So there's always going to be a return investment for my clients to purchase property and later in life have more stability.
And what's your favorite part about working in this area specifically?
I actually love Sunset Beach. This is close by where I bought my first home, up a mile up the beach. And I've been brought here my whole life, coming to Huntington Beach as a kid to go on the sand in the beaches with my mom and my sister. And so I just always felt like I belonged here and I wanted to be here.
Hold for a second, we're still rolling. I just want to grab a seat here.
What do you want to grab? Oh, a seat, yeah.
You're like, what are you grabbing?
Still rolling, everybody. This is a good angle. Perfect. All right. So, tell us about the folks you work with and this community and some of the benefits of this boutique agency.
I actually work with some really wonderful women and men that are my co-workers. They've been in the industry many, many years, and including my broker, who is the one that I get all my top of the line. I couldn't find the word. My broker is one that I get most of my top of the line marketing tools from, and she's the one that actually I was inspired to be at her office because of all the social media and videos and such for marketing tools.
Can you say that again? You were inspired, because I heard the door. So you were inspired to be with her because of the marketing tools and all that stuff?
Yeah. So I was inspired when I met Dee for all of her marketing tools. When I first got in the industry, I asked how to do things online and on my phone, and a lot of the agents really didn't understand where I was feeling like I wanted to go to with my business. And Darlene was the first person that actually showed me that she had all the tools to give me for my clients to get the best marketing tools for their properties to sell.
Great. And then when you bought your first home, when you were 24, what is something you wish current timeline you could go back, the past timeline you to tell you as far as advice or go, anything to make that experience smoother?
Well, that's a good question. Going back to when I first bought property, I was very inexperienced as a homeowner. I didn't know, a lot of the ins and outs of owning a home, of what could help me save money versus what was really a money pit when it came to having the furnace break with the water cooler break in the first beginning of the month when I bought my condo. That was something that I really wish somebody would have helped me understand more, because I was out like $3,000 the first month. Everything kind of busted at the same time. So as a homeowner, that's a lot of money out of pocket, where now I know that we actually offer home warranties that would actually cover most of those problems that could arise after you purchase.
What's how important is it to have a real estate agent who a client or a buyer or a seller or whatever, feels like they have a personal relationship or someone you can trust? How much of it is skill and how much of it is the value of being someone that who is a people person who can connect with clients?
I find that it's very important to actually connect with your real estate agents, just because of the fact that if you know them well enough to know that you can actually get the job done. A lot of people work with agents that sometimes can't get the offer accepted, nor can they get the funding for the loans to get approved. In order to get the actual property, you need all those things that come together when it comes to the best marketing tools, to come to the best lender versus a broker lender, and also making sure that you get the offer accepted, because that is actually the best an agent can do for you, is get your property accepted.
And what area do you mostly work in? The Sunset Beach?
All of Orange County.
All Orange County. Okay, so overall, tell us what's so attractive about. Let me reposition. We're still rolling.
Should I talk about like all the areas I can cover?
Yeah, and then why this is a good area to live in and all that stuff.
So I find that Huntington Beach definitely keeps their value in the properties. When you've held your property long enough, they get the best value back when they sell. So most properties have been going up 3% every year. And when I say they hold their value well, meaning that you definitely can make more money on the properties in Orange County than a lot of other places. I do love to work with clients in Long Beach as well as the Inland Empire. I do have people that I can refer though as well, that I know those areas best.
And what are some things attractive about this area? Is it besides the beach? Do we have low crime here? Good schools? What are some things you talk to people interested in buying?
So a lot of people love to purchase a property in Orange County, mostly for the schools, because they are a lot of the distinguished schools in California. So Huntington Beach has always held their value in all the schools around town. That's where I raised my kids here, because they had great schools for my kids to go to.
What else are we thinking, babe?
So your specific clientele, what would your ideal client be? And you told me about your past experience being a nurse, right, and a single mom. So how would you, as a real estate agent now, help another person in that situation, and why is it important that they choose you because of all those reasons I'm sure you can come up with?
Okay, well, being that I came from being a single mom for years with 3 kids alone, I feel like it's really good to empower women to understand that they can also purchase property and invest in their futures, even just being a single mom or a single parent, even dads as single parents. It really gives you a chance to have help later on in life get that money back to you when you really need it. And I feel like a lot of people don't invest in their future like that, where that's something that can really help you in the future if you're ever down and out and have a hard time. Your property is always gonna keep its value, so you can definitely plan on selling it in the future if you really need the money and just to downsize and maybe move away from the area if for some reason you can no longer afford to live in this area.
And then I have one question that I just think we're gonna get the best sound in here. So talk about if a client came to your office and like the whole Duffy boat that you offer and what you do, because I'll probably do voiceover of that when we're on the Duffy boat.
Okay, great. So I love to invite my clients to the office because we have a beautiful view on the water and in the harbor, and we take our clients out on the Duffy ride. I love to give my clients a nice little bag with a lot of treats that are just easy, simple things that you can use around the house and use in your daily life, just to remind you that we care about you and what we offer you. And I enjoy bringing people around the water. It's 2 to 3 hours on the water. It's very relaxing. It helps you bond with whomever you're with. It helps everybody have a really nice time, and it's very relaxing and de-stressing.
So you'd say that would definitely be a big perk working with you specifically is your Duffy boat rides, and what you can also show people the houses on Duffy boat rides. So
Yes.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yes. So with the Duffy boat rides, we love to even invite our clients that if they are looking at property on the water, as long as the property is vacant, we can pull up to the Duffy, up to their docks, and obviously let our clients go up into their dock and view the homes from the water side. Then they get to see the house in a new light on the water versus from the street. And we also have paddleboards and kayaks. We like to have our clients come and just enjoy the water however they can, bringing family and friends and have a group effort of doing paddleboards and kayaks, and it just really brings everybody together.
I got just one more question.
Okay.
So what, can you give a certain scenario or past experience that you've had with a client that maybe was a little challenging, but you were able to pull everything through from your expertise based on either on the buyer or seller side?
Yes. I actually found that it was very great knowing the area and knowing the other realtors and the other affiliates in the area. They really trust when you've seen them in person and up close and you've become friends with those people. They do help you get your deals accepted because of knowing everybody in this tight-knit community so that we can all work together to get the deal closed, because that's what our most favorite thing is to get the clients what they want when they want it and the property that they like.
How have you grown it? Well, we don't know if we'll use this, but just to have it, a couple existential questions. How have you grown as a person while in this profession?
I feel like I've grown in this profession because I've always wanted to be in business, and I actually switched my major to nursing when my children were young because they had cystic fibrosis. So that was something that I did for my kids, but when it came back to whether or not I was happy in the industry I was in, I had to take a closer look and realize just the real estate was where I really wanted to be in the business world, and I've really grown into that business knowing that I have other business partners and affiliates that have really been there for me and helped me grow my business.
What are some of your favorite things about being an entrepreneur or business owner, and how do you feel empowered by that? And maybe if you were talking to, I heard you say you're passionate about talking to young women, if you're talking to a young woman right now who is a little nervous about reaching out and starting her own thing, what would you say to her?
I would say that if anybody wants to venture off into a new business, I would say you have to just do it and reach your goals that you have for yourself and attain what you want to attain, because that's the only way that's going to make you happy in what industry you want to be in, is just doing what you want to do and loving it. And then it feels like you're not ever having to work a day in your life because you enjoy what you do.
That's an awesome answer. And then one more existential question. Again, don't know if we'll use it. Where do you see yourself and your business in 5 years, and how would you like it to grow, or what would you like to see happen?
I would love to see my business grow in the next 5 to 10 years. That's actually the expansion that I've expected to grow in. I believe that most people, once they get to know me, realize that I am genuine and I do truly care about what happens to them in their future and what they expect to attain for their goals with real estate in the future. So I hope to have my business thriving and have more people that really trust me and love me to help them with their dreams.
And how do you plan on using maybe technology and social media to do that?
I enjoy all the use of social media and internet and everything when it comes to online, because that is our future, and that's something that, you know, people could see online stuff and realize that you are a real person and you are somebody that they can come in and talk to and be with, and it's not just an online person or an online entity that you've never met. So at least it brings them closer to you so that they can see that you're a real person that really cares for their future.
And what's the main thing you wish and hope for your clients?
I just wish and hope that most of my clients are happy with what we get them, and they are experiencing everything through the beginning process to the end process, and that they're truly happy with what they get and are satisfied with what we have to offer.
Awesome. I think I've got one more. But we've got a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah.
What is...
A million questions here.
What is... we're making a 2-minute movie here. We got like a half hour of content. This is great. What is some of the best feedback you've ever got about yourself or your business?
I've actually gotten a lot of feedback from my online presence. I feel like doing social media with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even Snapchat is something that is for the future, for the young adults in their 20s, knowing to navigate. They can definitely do better at all the social media stuff, but knowing that I do what they enjoy and they can find me on there and say, wow, you're on Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter, like most agents aren't there yet. And I feel like that's what I can bring to the table.
Awesome. Speaking of that, let's keep rolling. You want to give me your phone and put it on Snap, and I'll snap you right now while I'm asking you a question?
Okay. Come on. Do I do it on myself?
Here, I'll snap you. I'll do a forward-facing one.
I'll do that.
All right, cool. What question should I ask?
I don't know.
You want to do one we've done before, or we could do here, we'll do a new one. The question is going to be, so you can think about it for a second before I record. Question will be, what's some of the best advice that you got from a mentor
Okay.
in the business? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to snap you too while I do this. 1, 2, 3.
So the best advice I've gotten from my mentors is to really do your research and really know where your marketing is reaching and where your audience is going to be from, and know what they want and what they expect of me as an agent, and getting the job done.
Awesome. Sounds cool. And would you give some of that same advice to someone you're mentoring?
Absolutely. Knowing your market and knowing where you're at in the area, knowing the things that your clients are looking for are key to finding exactly what they're looking for.
Beautiful. Got a snap there. Social media, baby.
Alright.
It looks cool with all the film equipment there, you know.
I'm just saving it for now.
You look like a movie star. All right, I think I got everything I needed. You good, name?
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Awesome.
I'm sweating bullets in here.
That was about a 20-minute interview. Did you survive? You feel good?
Yeah, I didn't realize how bright lights were gonna be
Yeah,
and how much warmer it is.
Yeah, and they are slightly warmer, but thank God they're LED. So if they're like Fresnel lights, like, oh, they're just super, super hot. All right, so I think next thing is we can strike some of the set or pull back. And I just want to get a shot of her like walking into it.
Okay.
And we can just do that on, you want to follow her on the run, hun, or
Yep.
could be MOS?
So am I bringing my bag and then reaching for my
Yeah.
iPad or something?
Was this your water?
Yeah. That was. Okay. Let's see, a little more.
Is she gonna walk through this way or this way?
We could do both or whatever. I mean, I wanted to get her walking around, just shots of the
My little
place too.
computer here.
Can we open up this one too to get some air?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, dear.
Yes.
Do we need any lights on here? Well, I guess
Yeah.
not if we're doing the Ronin.
Yeah, because we still want this area lit. Just pull them back.